Right guys, we're back for another episode of Manchild. Today, drone speed race test. Dan, explain what we are doing today, how it's going to work and why we're doing it.
Wicked, right, okay, so with the evolution of the flight controllers that drones are coming onto the consumer market now, like some of the machines are reaching kind of crazy speeds. I mean, you still look at the Inspire 2 as being the higher end. I mean, it can be used commercially. There are some sort of amateur filmmakers that get it, but you know, speed is a big thing, right? So we thought it'd be really cool to have a little bit of a kind of a drag race, yeah, and get a few machines, 4 in particular, pitched against each other in straight line speed to see which one's kind of got the edge.
So today, as you can see from a very professional whiteboard here, you know, we've got the production budgets here at Manchild for this whiteboard that we've commandeered. You can see we've got the Inspire 1, the Inspire 2, Typhoon H and the Mavic.
Yeah, so three machines from DJI, one from the flagship model from Yuneec, and we're going to get them pitched in a straight line speed. We're going to do it so it's kind of fair, well, as fair as we can make it, and stick all of them in their fastest mode, all right, and the distance is going to be around about 200 to 300 meter drag strip, straight line, and then see which one can take the title of the drone speed race test / whatever.
So this is the big prize right here, and the winner gets absolutely nothing apart from the pride of knowing you are the fastest drone in the world.
Respect, innit? Right, so we've already picked the names out of the hat, okay, and funnily enough, the Inspire 1 pitched against the Inspire 2, and then you've got Typhoon H versus Mavic. That one should be quite interesting. Then it'll move on to round 2, the winners will go to round 2, all right, and then
which is the final.
Which is the final, exactly, and then the 2 losers will come around the back, okay, into a 3rd and 4th kind of playoff, and then by the end of the day, we should have a 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
That's the plan. So we're here at the Manchild HQ Flight Centre, and we've got quite a wide open space, so hopefully there's nothing to crash into today, and it should be cool. I am not a qualified pilot, so it would be irresponsible for me to fly these machines in such an aggressive manner. So we brought in another pilot today, Factory Phil. He's going to be racing these drones against the Manchild here. So yeah, in case you're wondering where I am, I'm behind the camera somewhere. Let's do it, shall we? Let's get racing. Woo! Here we are then, getting ready for race 1 of the Drone Grand National. Who's your money on? First race, Mavic versus Typhoon H. The bookie's favourite is, I think, the DJI Mavic, but the Typhoon H could be a spoiler in this one. This is one that we really have no idea who's going to win, so anyone's game. Let's do it, shall we? Race 1.
I will really destroy you on this one. All right, is my prediction. We have no idea what's going to happen, but my prediction is you going down, boy.
1, 2, 4, 7.
You going down to Chinatown.
3,
so
2, 1, go.
H is rocking. H is rocking. Go on, H! Woohoo! Oh, hey! Oh. In your face!
So we just completed the first bracket, Mavic versus Typhoon H. Typhoon H out of GPS mode in the fastest mode it can go, smashed it. You'll see from the footage, there was kind of even, and then towards the end, the H just sped off. Dan got the win, Typhoon H advances to the next round. Right then, so we just had the first round of racing, Typhoon H versus the Mavic. Now, I wasn't on the sticks, but you were. So how did this race go for you?
Obviously we flew everything in its fastest mode. The Inspire 1 was in ATI, the Typhoon H was in manual, Mavic was in sport, and the Inspire 2 was in sport. So it was all of their fastest modes. But these two down here, I mean, they're very comparable in price. They're very, very similar in price. Obviously the Mavic is a little bit newer, but you know, they both fly incredibly well. The Typhoon H surprised the hell out of me really in manual. Incredibly quick, still altitude holds and still self-stabilizes when it's not being flown in GPS, so still really, really easy to fly. It just doesn't hold its position because obviously it doesn't have a GPS fix. I was blown away really by how quick the Typhoon H was. It was great, really good.
But ultimately, as you'll see from the footage, Typhoon H moves on. The plucky little Mavic got knocked out here, but it did put up a good fight, didn't it?
Ty H. Okay, we're gonna abbreviate.
On to the next race. Next up, we have the two Inspires, the Inspire 1 versus the Inspire 2. Now, we have an inkling who might win this because the Inspire 2 has some crazy speeds, but it's good to see, to compare the old versus the new and see how much better the new one might well be in a straight line speed test. So that's the goal here today. Who's going to take on the Typhoon H in the final? Let's find out.
Gladiators are ready! 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh, just hear it coming. Just hear it go. I don't mean to be funny, but I got a little bit bored waiting for you.
Okay, so we just completed round 2 of the drone speed test race tournament thing. Inspire 1 versus Inspire 2. Take a wild guess who won. That's right, Inspire 2 with flying colours, literally.
Just let us say, me too.
2 wins.
0, he got nothing. He hasn't won yet. Hasn't won a race yet. He's obviously picking up the wrong machine.
Inspire 1 versus Inspire 2. They're two big dogs
Dun, dun, dun.
taking each other on. Obviously, old versus new. How'd it go?
There was no surprise. If you're a drone fan, one of the big hype things of the DJI Inspire 2 was they said, oh, it's incredibly quick, and oh my god, it's incredibly quick. So there was kind of no surprise that the old Inspire 2 was the favourite coming into this, and so there was no surprise on.
Just a matter of how much faster?
It was. Well, you'll see from the race. It was a lot quicker. I mean, to say it was double the speed was a little bit of an exaggeration, but it wasn't far off.
Yeah, it was a good maybe 5 seconds ahead at the end there. Well, that means that we do have a good playoff for the final here. We've got the DJI Inspire 2 versus the Yuneec Typhoon H, which I'm sure many of you out there would quite like to see this. So, who's going to take the win? That's our final. Exciting times. And then for the third place playoff, the little Mavic versus the Inspire 1. Very different price points, different.
Well, not really. I mean, like the Inspire 1 has come down so much in price now. You know, I mean, you can pick up a used one for the same price as a new Mavic now.
Well, I should say then they was designed for different demographics, weren't they? This is consumer. This is prosumer, or
yeah, you got a lot of filmmakers using the Inspire 1. I mean, the thing is with the Inspire 1, I still think it was a generation ahead before when it came out. So because it was a generation ahead of everything else when it came out, now it's still a fantastic machine. But yeah, in terms of the straight line speed, the Mavic has a newer flight controller.
It's still all to play for here for the podium positions. Place your bets. Let us know who you think is going to win in the comments down below right now. If you're right, we'll give you a thumbs up, and we'll probably reply to you and say well done. So yeah, that's a little prize for you if you guessed the right winner. I've got a feeling a lot of you will be guessing the right one, but let's see. We need the proof, we need the video evidence, so that's what we're going to do now. Take it away, boys.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, the Maverick. You might be little, but you've got. Come on, oh, it's just. Yeah.
Oh, you're catching.
Go on, the Maverick! Oh my God, it's so close! Oh no, she's coming back! She's coming back! Come on, Maverick! Oh! So close! Oh, that's so close, isn't it?
Very close.
That is so close!
Well, there we have it then. Third place playoff, last race of the day, turned out to be the best one. Inspire 2, there it is, took the victory.
Oh, I won actually, Mr. Mac.
What was it? The Inspire 1 took the victory in the third place playoff. So Inspire 1 got third place overall in the best race of the day. The little Mavic put up a fight, and it's fair to say, in it, Dan, the Mavic put up a fight. So the third place playoff actually turned out to be the best race of the day, didn't it?
Oh, it was wicked.
It was awesome. It was so close.
It was cool because we didn't actually have a clue what was going to happen. Like, you know,
The rest of the races we had an idea, didn't we?
Yeah.
This one, everyone went like, well, I don't know what's going to happen. So it was the best race of the day for everyone involved.
Yeah.
And right until the end, we ran it a few times, and both times it was
frighteningly close. Like, frighteningly close in terms of they were frighteningly close together at one point.
And it was just awesome to see this tiny little Mavic next to the big Inspire 1 just catching it up. Because the Inspire 1 got off to a good start, but the Mavic would catch it up and you think, Jesus, he's going to have it, he's going to nip it there at the end.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
But in the end, the Inspire 1 did come out on top and took the third place on the podium. And the little Mavic didn't go away with any hardware, but it can still hold its head high as a proper trooper.
This is like that scene in Friends, you know, where Joey Tribbiani writes his name and it goes down the side. Yeah.
We did have quite a lot of headwind there in especially the last two races of the day, so that might have played a difference. The smaller Mavic might have struggled a bit more rather than the bigger Inspire in the wind there, don't you think, Dan?
The thing is with the Inspire 1 and the Typhoon H being flown in ATI and in manual, there is no software limitation on top speed. So if the wind is behind them, they're just going to keep going and until they meet the speed of what the wind is carrying them at. So therefore, because there was a headwind on the Inspire 1 and there was a headwind on the Typhoon H, that would have definitely had a factor. That would definitely played a factor in the outcome. However, the Inspire 2 and the Mavic, the only thing that was limiting their speed was the software.
Alright then, so this is the race everyone's been waiting for, the final of the drone speed race test thing that we're doing here at Manchild today. DJI Inspire 2 versus Yuneec Typhoon H. Two top brands of the drone world going against each other here in the ultimate race for glory, for all the marbles here to be crowned the winner of the Manchild drone speed race test.
Well, I like this though, I like this test because the thing is, there's so much about drones now, it's about the camera, you know, and it's like, drones can be really, really fun, you know, not everyone is making a feature-length movie, you know, so they're also incredibly fun to fly, so this is kind of taking a bit of the seriousness away from it and having a little bit of fun. So we're just literally straight line speed. I don't know what's going to happen. I honestly don't know what's going to happen, I really don't.
Because we didn't think this was going to happen. We didn't think this was going to be the final today, so...
That thing was shifting. That was really, really...
Yeah, I think it surprises all, didn't it? So it's going to be interesting to see who takes the W here. Let's do it. Down to the start line.
Boom. God, I'm so excited. The final, baby! You're going down. Down, down to Chinatown. 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, the H! Come on, the H! You're the underdog!
Good effort.
I'll tell you something, yeah? The H is really quick.
We've seen it then. The Inspire 2 takes the victory.
A little bit disappointed, actually.
Yeah, because this we thought he was going to rump it from the start. So
Underdog, wasn't it? Underdog.
everyone loves an underdog story. But you know, it's like the Mighty Ducks. But in the end, Inspire 2 got it. The Inspire 2 is the champion of the drone speed race test from us here at Manchild. So the, what's that say there, Dan? The H.
The tyre H. It's not easy, it's a lot harder than it looks.
So here we go then.
Oh, okay, you do it.
I2 takes the victory in the drone speed race test.
A little bit gutted though.
So the Inspire 2 took the victory today, but you are paying for that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Inspire 2 is a lot of money, it really is. I mean, an airframe is going to cost you 3,200 quid. You know, batteries are going to cost you £360 for a set. It'll only fly on a set. So by the time you've built up your i2, it's a fair chunk of money.
So the Typhoon H really was a little underdog today then, wasn't it?
Under £1,000 you can buy a Typhoon H for. When you consider, you know, you're going to kit an i2 out for close to 4,000 and the Typhoon H is going to be under 1,000. Yeah, that's a big factor to consider. But hot off the press, newsflash, there is a new Typhoon H coming that is called the H520 that I know has bigger motors, slightly bigger machine, higher voltage on the battery, a greater top speed, brand new flight controller. That is going to be insane, and I would seriously like to see what happens when you pitch up the new H520 against the i2.
So we might well have to have another episode of the drone speed race test.
Yeah, I think
coming soon when this new machine comes out.
We'll go straight final. H520 versus Inspire 2. And yeah.
So definitely make sure you subscribe to Manchild. Do not miss that big the big match there. Coming in the next few months, will you reckon, Dan?
I would like to say within the next 3 or 4 weeks we should have that done. As soon as we get the H520 from Yuneec, we're going to throw that out there. So stay tuned.
Subscribe for more videos. Let us know in the comments down below what you'd like to see next. What drone speed race test, what drone wars kind of episodes you want to see. Well, let us know. We'll try and make it happen. Any kind of drone, gadgets, electronics, we'll try and get our hands on it, and we'll do some Manchild stuff. So yeah, that's it from us today here at the Manchild farm. Max and Dan over and out. Catch you next time.
No, it won't do anything. Put it in auto. If it's in auto and then you push that backwards and forwards, it'll take it in and out of auto.
Let's get ready.
Let's fly. Come on, Goose.